Dobry den.
Zdravejte.
And welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Yes, it's been an interesting week, which we started last Saturday.
Yeah, we went off to Palamarza.
We did.
Caught up with a few people, said hello.
Good seeing you all again.
Yeah. Didn't buy much this week. I
No.
was very good.
Yeah.
Plants were well down the agenda, but mainly because it's so hot. Planting anything in this heat is.
We did buy some cake.
We did buy cake, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
One of the young girls there made her own cake. Emily's Goodies, I think
That's
they're
it,
called,
yeah.
aren't they, on Facebook? But it was very nice. And the weather was really hot again.
Yeah.
And
No
we thought,
surprise.
yeah, no surprise there. And we thought, oh, we're due cold weather Monday, Tuesday. We can get on with the roof.
Yeah.
But we were
Our plans were changed.
Yeah, best laid plans and all of that.
Yes. Sunday it cooled down a bit, but so had I. I woke up and I wasn't feeling particularly great, and I thought I just caught a little bug or something.
Yeah, and you hadn't felt well, in fairness, on Friday or Saturday. You
No,
felt a bit
no.
under the weather and a bit unsure of. You thought you had a winter chill, summer chill cold.
Yeah. Bit of man flu.
But Sunday, we discovered the cause behind Adam's not feeling well.
Yeah.
You've been complaining about your foot hurting, haven't you?
The top of my foot, my ankle, one of my toes.
There was no sign of anything on the Friday or the Saturday on your feet.
No.
But come Sunday, your feet did change.
Yes, I had a purple ring round my middle toe, which was very strange. I thought Lynn had done it.
Just because it's purple.
Exactly. But no, it was tender, and I was saying to him, this I don't know what. I think something's bitten me. And we think with our research, I was possibly bitten by a brown recluse spider.
Yeah.
Which was maybe hiding in my boot. I didn't know it was in there. Put my foot in, it bit me as I presumably squashed it.
Yeah, you've got no recollection of having a bite or feeling it, but
None at all.
over the next few days it really started swelling up and
the
looking
whole
quite
toe
nasty.
went purple. The top of my foot swelled up. I have taken some photos. Now, if you don't like feet, look away now.
Yeah.
These photos were taken this morning, so it's a week since I've been bitten by this spider, and this is the state of my foot at the moment. So it's taken a while to go away, so I've been nursing my foot. It's severely hampered my mobility, as you can imagine. I have been able to do some bits and pieces, not much, but it was such a shame because the weather Monday and Tuesday was perfect for work.
Yes, it was a little bit cooler. We were under 30 degrees just.
Cloud, so you
Cloud
weren't in the
cover,
sun, and
yeah.
it was perfect, but you can only do what you can do. Speaking of what you can do, this is what we did do. We haven't had rain for a couple of days now, so the area that had the puddle that I manufactured for myself has now dried out, which means I can get in there with a drill. I'm actually thinking about, rather than going from the inside out, going from the outside in. I think give me more room to work and hopefully make the job a bit easier. I'm going to be drilling through around about here. It's 10 centimetres, which is longer than a normal drill bit. The only thing I've got that's thick enough and long enough is a little bit over the top, but we're going to see how it goes. Now, I've never drilled through this kind of concrete block type thing before. Don't know how it's going to go, so all I can do is give it a go, see what happens. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And there we have our drainage hole. Now, we'll see how well that works if I need to do the extra work on that, but for now, it's certainly better than we had. The next thing we need to do is sort out the plumbing for the sink. Now, we've got our outside tap over there, where we're going to be taking the water from. It's going to be coming round the outside, in the back here, to a tap. Well, you can see we haven't yet got the tap. Well, we've got the tap, but it's not yet installed. So one of the problems we have is there's no hole in the sink for the tap to go, so we have to make a hole. Now I've left room underneath so that I can make a hole here and get the plumbing up to the tap. but there is no hole. So what I've got is I've got my step drill, which will cut a hole in the metal to the size I want it. And all I need now is to know what size I want it. And to find out what size I need for the hole, I get my calipers. Okay. And that tells me 33 millimeters. The step drill is calibrated and I have a 33 millimeter mark, so I need to drill the hole until I reach that circle, and that'll be my 33 millimeter hole. And there we have the hole ready for the tap. Another issue we have is that the tap will take a hot water in and a cold water in. We only have cold water coming to the outside tap here, so what we have to do is take a cap and cap off the end of the hot water pipe, like so. That'll be tightened up. That then screws into the hot hole, so that is completely isolated and can't leak. You'll find with these mixer taps that if you have them in the mid position, it's supposed to allow water in from both holes, but obviously if there's no water from one hole, it just comes straight back out. So it has to be blocked off, and that's the way we do it. So that's our tap in position. You can see it's one of these that with the moving neck, so we can position where the water goes. On, off, hot, which we haven't got, and cold. So yep, that's all ready to go. We can also move it out the way completely, so we can get to the whole area of the sink. Now that we've put the tap in place, we need to get the water to the tap. Now it's coming around the outside here and up the back. So we're going to have to put a hole through this wall here for the pipe to go through. So that'll be my next job. Once we've got the holes done, we can start putting the pipes in place. And that's the hole drilled and the pipe through the wall. Now I will obviously tidy it up once I've finished with a bit of MPI 25, tidy it up, make it look good again. But well, I've learned long ago that you can't do a job without making mess. We've now got to make up the pipes to get the water from over there to over here. And you see we do this before with the plastic plumbing. To cut the pipes to length and basically melt it all together. And that's how you do that. And that's the water piping, bringing the water all the way from the pit that holds the water meter. We used to have our standing tap there, which we've moved, and now our outside tap is here halfway along the back wall of the summer kitchen island. That's also this tap plumbed in, which means we can now use this thing to do the washing up of things like cat bowls and prepare food when we're cooking outside. And underneath the sink we have, this is our drainage system. The water pours down the pipe into the barrel that you can see there. That will then be used to water the garden. So we don't waste any water and we can wash up outside. So a couple of questions that possibly may be raised, possibly not, about the way I've done the plumbing. Firstly, the hot water where I've capped it off. I've deliberately done it that way so that if in the future we do get hot water there, I can just connect it straight to the pipe. It's the easiest solution in the long run. The second thing is about the plastic plumbing. When you melt it and you stick it together, you have to be really careful. You put it together in line and you don't twist it.
Yeah.
If you twist it, you're weakening the joint and you're actually making channels that the water can travel down.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of that. So push it together, hold it together, let it set.
Yeah. It's a very simple plumbing system,
Oh,
really.
yeah, absolutely. I love it.
And we've not had any real problems with it where we've installed
No.
it, have we?
It's easy to use. It's if someone like me can make it look easy, then it must be, mustn't it? So
It's definitely easier than copper.
definitely, yeah. I still haven't learned to solder joints and that sort of thing, so don't need to here.
Yeah, so that's about as far as we've got with the outside kitchen, haven't we? But
It
we are
is,
using
yeah.
it for cleaning vegetables and washing up dog bowls.
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
rinsing off things, so
And the
It's
cats
really-
like laying on it, so
yeah,
that's good.
it's their new favourite sunbathing spot.
So it comes in many uses.
Yeah.
So hopefully next week I will be building the roof. Like I said, I was going to this week, foot depending. We'll see how far we get.
Yeah, your foot does need to heal up a bit. It's swelling's gone down a lot.
Oh, it has, yeah.
It
Yeah.
was, your toe was twice that size a couple of days ago.
Wasn't nice. But it's not causing me too much trouble now, so hopefully. I'm on the road to recovery. There will in the future be, as requested by various people in the comments, Lynn's buns.
Yeah, I'll do that for next week's video maybe.
Well, we'll see. But I'm not allowed burgers too often, otherwise I get larger than I should be. So
We've had ribs this week.
and we've had ribs this week. That's lovely.
Yes, Adam being invalided meant he's done a little bit more cooking.
And we've been clearing bits out the bottom of the freezer. So the ribs, and we had pulled burnt ends as well, which were delicious.
Yeah, they worked well. First time we've done those.
Yeah. So there may be more cooking next week, but not necessarily in the video, just Lynn's bun recipe. So yes, that's something to look forward to. But for this week, I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, we haven't done a great deal.
No, just sitting here with my foot up.
And we are back to 34 degrees.
There is
35
that as well,
degrees.
yeah.
But thankfully a little bit cooler at night, which makes it more bearable.
Definitely, yeah. But until next week, I think it's time for us to say,
Stay safe.
be well,
Dos Coro.
Dos Coro.